Get your tickets and come to watch me knock Norton out. I will knock Norton out.
Ken Norton was a fearsome specimen to watch.
Like his whole body's like carved out of a large block of rock.
Oh, the right hand! I doubt if he'll be able to get...
I don't think it's going to go for 15 rounds. I'm not going 15. I'm sure Ali doesn't want to go 15. So somebody's going to stop him. I ain't quitting.
The year is 1973. Muhammad Ali has been piling up a great deal of bodies on his resume in hopes of getting a shot against the current WBA and WBC heavyweight champion George Foreman.
Ali might be good, but as long as I'm around, he's second best.
After stacking up a neat bunch of wins against former world champions of all different calibers and classes, Ali now has to face Ken Norton, one of the meanest men on the block as far as power, grit, and tenacity goes, who so far has yet to get a monumental win, but is looking to leave an unforgettable legacy behind. Will Muhammad Ali continue his campaign as a new and improved version of himself since taking the first loss of his career? Or will the so-called jawbreaker Ken Norton live up to one of his many nicknames and be the first, if not final, man to physically stop Ali from talking his glorious smack talk with his iconic, devastating overhand right? Let's get into it. Muhammad Ali was in flux, building up to this bout. While once being famous for whooping the scariest heavyweight in history, Sonny Liston, twice in incredible fashion, while being the fastest heavyweight the world had ever seen.
Tough spot in there with Clay peppering him, and down he goes.
We start saying, I'm pretty, I'm the greatest. Things like that we never said before. And we say them anywhere, and we started looking at ourselves like we were pretty and that we were great because of Cassius Clay.
Ali called himself pretty, and in the ring through the 60s, it was impossible to deny that this man moved with the elegance of a ballet dancer, while landing unassuming shots with more meat behind them than any of his opponents could have expected, leaving many on the canvas with the rest battered and bruised.
Man, it's all over. It's all over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Muhammad Ali has just refused to be inducted into the United States Armed Forces.
The government announces it will institute felony charges. Mr. Clay's lawyers say they will appeal, and World Boxing Organizations announce he has forfeited his heavyweight title.
Since returning from exile, Ali had aged in the past 5 years, and while giving spells of his old self wasn't uncommon now, this new Ali was a much more tactical, boxing beast rather than the genetic wizard he once was.
He came back just as Muhammad Ali left. Brash, taunting.
I have a lot of speed. I have a lot of endurance. When I'm through with Frazier, he'll need more insurance.
Would you say bluntly that Ali is a shell of what he was 5 years ago?
Well, I couldn't say that. He's just not the type of fighter Joe Frazier is.
Frazier took advantage of the latest style of Ali with his leaping left hook that not even a ninja could avoid for 12 rounds.
I don't think you have another man today that could have went 15 rounds with Joe Frazier, that hard and constant for 15, and take his best and get up, and then also hit him 3 times more than he hit me.
Despite being billed as a merc with a mouth and the trash-talking abilities of both Bird and Jordan put together, Ali never made excuses for his failure. And after being beaten by Frazier, Ali never screamed robbery or demanded an immediate rematch. Instead, he went through the gears like any true champion would, fighting from the bottom to the top and earning his rematch with Mr. Frazier, or perhaps a crack at this newly revealed world champion named George Foreman, who's billed to be the hardest puncher boxing had ever seen. After going on a 10-fight winning streak against fighters of this great magnitude, the question marks had been put to rest. There was no doubt about it that Ali is not here to cash in on his earlier fame and fortune. No, Ali is back for revenge and to continue his reign where he left off all those years ago. Ken Norton hadn't quite built up his resume like he would in later years. He was yet to win the WBC belt. His power hadn't been fully realized and his coverage was minimal. But from the beginning, he was feared as a fighter with whom no one would enjoy sharing the ring.
Oh, what a left hook.
from his Rocky Marciano-esque crouching stance to his deceptively crushing power, and his orthodox crossguard, which was often seen as a fool's maneuver at the time, would be a stylistic nightmare for almost any contender or champion in heavyweight boxing.
Ken, you voiced the opinion that you don't get enough shall we say, praise when you beat some of the fighters that go against other top heavyweights in the country.
Well, I'll put it this way. A few of the fighters I fought, I've stopped them in fewer rounds than higher-ranked opponents.
Would you welcome, please, Ken Norton. Ken?
How do I think it's going to come out? I think it's going to be a very interesting fight with his dancing and my fighting. And I think that all in all, it's going to be a very good fight.
The big night arrived on March 31st, 1973. Ali approached the ring following Kenny Norton with a particularly dapper robe, one that soon became infamous, of course, for being a gift from Elvis Presley. This showed that while Ali was no longer a world champion following his exile, the people of America still admired him and rooted for his redemption. The two men followed their ring walks up with a respectful touch of gloves and awaited what would, unbeknownst to them, become a trilogy for the ages.
For round one. Norton in the early going should show a pretty good left jab. His best punch is a left hook. Attemptedly thrown by Norton. It came from way out. He telegraphed it.
After a strong outing in round one, with Ali adapting to his 2.0 style, where he uses his brain to outbox the powerful Ken Norton, the Jawbreaker lives up to his nickname in the second, breaking Muhammad Ali's jaw and drastically changing the course of the fight.
Total points wins the fight. Good left there by Norton. That excited the crowd. Truth is, Ali looked sluggish up to this point. Well, that's pretty bluntly spoken. The right got into Ali and then a left. And Norton is coming after him. If nothing else, Norton's confidence is growing. A left to the stomach. One other thing about California, Norton trying to make good use of that left and succeeding. Not a bad round for Kenny Norton. The two standing in ring center. There hasn't been much movement by Ali in this fight. He appears sluggish. But inside of his right glove, he had marked down KO in 3. Norton's stance gets more and more open as the fight progresses, and he's vulnerable to the right. Now you see Ali, for the first time, beginning to dance. Now the public is beginning to see the first touch of Muhammad Ali. Note the way Kenny Norton turns his right foot, often appearing to be off balance.
Otherwise, a lot of guys move different kind of ways to get their power, and I think this Bobby King's way of moving.
Former heavyweight champion of the world and the only man ever to have beaten Muhammad Ali. Now you see Norton with Ali in the corner, and Ali is just blocking the gloves.
Round 5 has Norton at his best, stalking Muhammad around the ring and sensing that Ali isn't able to fight back as much as usual. Changing levels in his Rocky Marciano crouching fashion while targeting the body and the chin makes Norton look to be one of the most skillful heavyweights in town, and Ali tries to survive the way he's always been able to.
Left got into Norton then, but he wasn't hurt. Some thought he had been, but he wasn't.
People think that he know the ropes out there. He know what he's doing.
Angelo, Angie, what is wrong with your fighter? Tell me now. Minute and a half left in round 7. Still no real action by Ali. bit of what we saw from Ali against Joe Frazier. Well, the crowd overrated that blow. One wonders if after this exhibition, Ali will still be proclaiming George Foreman an amateur.
Round 8 sees much better work from Ali. He dances around the ring like his butterfly movement of old and lands his iconic pawing jab whenever Norton contemplates getting within range.
Ali again with the gloves up against the ropes. Ali showing no movement and looking tired as Norton lifted him up a little bit off the ground. Ali couldn't take advantage of the off-balance Norton. So much stronger. There's that right to the midsection. Now Norton's left is getting in there before Ali's. Oh, Kenny Norton pulled a little trick there and actually laughed. Now Ali is beginning for the first time to show some fight and landing with some punches. However, Norton keeps coming at Ali, and Ali is against the ropes. Ali is landing in this round, as you can see. He is scoring. One has to wonder, is it all suddenly going out of him? Is he now but a relic of the fighter he was? Gives one pause to wonder. The final round, round 12. He said, what's Ali going to tell you now? That I, Joe Frazier, took all the fight out of him? Because that's what Ali said after Joe was beaten by George Foreman. As we pass the minute mark in the final round, he says the fight's no surprise to him because of the years he worked with Kenny Norton. When Ali would want to be scoring heavily and is not able to do so. Norton is throwing the leather. He is not connecting. Ali has the blows blocked, but the aggressor remains Kenny Norton. Ali is tired. Ali is really tired. Good right fight. That right hurt Muhammad Ali. It got in there and there's blood in Ali's mouth, too. Norton is all over. Ali's mouth is bloody. The left gets in and a good right. He is all over Ali. He is punching him around the ring. We are in the ring, as you can see. This crowd is going wild. They are sensing a decision in favor of unknown Kenny Norton.
The scorecards are announced after 12 rounds of Norton's best and some of Ali's toughest. And by a closer than necessary split decision, Ken Norton is proclaimed the victor. While it was soon revealed after the bout that Muhammad Ali had his jaw broken in the bout quite early on, it didn't change the fact that Norton dug deep and managed to best one of, if not the most impressive fighter the heavyweight division had ever seen.
How does it feel to have the jaw wired?
Going into the hospital, and then they give you a needle, take the count from 10 to 1 backwards, and by the time you get to 7, you're asleep.
Right.
And when I woke up, I couldn't move my teeth. And I got a mirror, and all my teeth were wired, and almost went crazy.
Not being one to feel sorry for himself or make excuses, Muhammad Ali instantly demanded a rematch.
Talking about Norton closed my mouth. You tell Norton he opened my mouth wide up. Don't believe that stuff. Predicting on the predictor. I'm going to be so fast. Watch what I'm going to do with my hands in the ring at night. I'm going to be so fast, if Norton doing dirty stuff, I'm going to reach him nowhere and pull out a long cane.
Only 6 months later, Muhammad Ali returned to full strength, finished a training camp, and the rematch arrived. After another 12 rounds of prime heavyweight boxing, with 2 in favor of the greatest and the other partial to Hercules, Muhammad Ali is crowned the winner of what would become an unforgettable trilogy of fights between 2 unforgettable titans of the sport.
We are the champion and the #1 contender, so I'm pretty sure that it'll be a fight from the first bell to the ending bell. I predict that you'll be seeing a good fight.
Within 1 year of this bout, Ali would avenge his sole other loss at the time against Joe Frazier by winning a 12-round decision and soon after becoming the world heavyweight champion by reigning supreme over George Foreman in the iconic Rumble in the Jungle. Ali would reign as the champion a short while longer after closing out his long arc with Ken Norton.
No, I feel he's going to try to overpower me this time. He's going to walk to me more. So therefore, his head is going to be my main asset.
Few were happy when Ali was announced the winner, and Muhammad and Norton seemed most upset of all. Ken professed to be quite bitter with the result.
I thought it was a terrible decision, bluntly. You think you won it? I do, yes.
Ali, meanwhile, would spout a similar sentiment only a month after the bout.
You don't sound very happy about it. You kind of sound like the loser. Yeah, I lost. I got beat.
Despite the third fight being competitive, albeit controversial, Norton and Ali still sang each other's praises and complimented each other for being the great champions and human beings they were. Norton would finally become the WBC champion after their storyline had closed, before losing to Larry Holmes in one of the most entertaining bouts of the decade. Both Norton and Ali passed away in the mid-2010s, leaving behind the legacies that they always deserve to be remembered as inspirational men who have made an indelible impact on not just their era, but every era that has followed, inside and outside the ring.
He was a man who believed in what he taught, what he said. And not many men will do that. Make a statement and stand by it no matter what.
You respected that?
I did.